Anushri, bubbles of dreams. Bubbles of dreams, Anushri.
How many of you loved playing with these bubbles? I do enjoyed it a lot. Like, literally enjoyed it a lot. But you know, I used to get irritated a lot when something or someone other than me poked it. And this happens to me today as well. When bubbles of my dreams, aspirations, decisions is being poked by 4 words acting as a pin. Contest Master and dear all dreamers, those 4 words we keep saying to ourselves. What will people say? Kills out more bubbles of dreams than anything else. What will people say if I wear short dresses? I wish to go out for the party tonight, but what will people say? I want to be a belly dancer, but what will people say? The biggest fear we have today is what will people say? Gauri, one of my cousins, completed her 12th and it was the time for her to choose the career. Into her bubbles of dreams, she always dreamt of being an interior designer. But when she kept her idea ahead, an opinion came out. Why do you want to have a degree of less worth? When you can be a chartered accountant, at least that will add some worth to your life. And she was compelled to appear for the CA exams. That career was never her choice, and she couldn't crack it. Now another piece of advice was, try CS, company secretary. It has some law into it and you already have the genes of lawyer dad. Again she landed up into the career not of her choice, couldn't clear it this time as well, and wasted almost a complete year. Even after this, she received many more advices. But each of them misdirected her bubbles of dreams out of the way. And left with no choice, she ended up doing BCom. Her life was miserable there. One day, I went to her place and asked, Gauri, are you okay? She couldn't utter a single word and instead handed me a piece of paper. It had the beautiful words of philosopher Cooler written on it. He said, today I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Beautiful lines. Which means we tend to live our life the way people think is best for us. People design it for us. Isn't it? Let me tell you another story. What do you think is the reason for Apple being the first company in the world to reach the revenue mark of $1 trillion? Exactly, $1 trillion. Steve Jobs, we all know him, co-founder and CEO of Apple. But do you know that he was being fired out of the company back into 1985? It so happened that Steve Jobs was the person who proposed the idea of personal computers first. And after lots of negotiations, the idea was accepted and executed. But it turned out to be a massive failure. Board of directors now asked Steve Jobs to give upon his idea, but he denied hard, and hence was fired out of the company. At that time, had you, me, or anyone into this room would have been at that place, we would have simply given upon our idea. We would have simply let go our bubbles of dreams just to avoid being fired out. But Steve Jobs stuck to his idea. He didn't allow people's opinion to overcome over him. And so, whenever into my life I come across this situation where what will people say starts bothering me, I close my eyes and repeat the words of Steve Jobs. He said, "Don't ever let the opinions of others drown out your own inner voice. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuitions, because they somehow already know what you truly want to become." I made my sister do the same thing. And today, along with her BCom, she is pursuing career into interior design, the dream she always dreamt of. So, what are you all waiting for? Follow your heart, work with your own convictions, and let bubbles of your dreams fly high. Without it being poked by what will people say. Over to Vanessa.